Friends, first, sorry I came a bit late due to the traffic, but I could have taken into the consideration traffic always in the morning is very busy here. One thing what I would like to actually explain to you, all of you, is I am not very clear in giving the lectures or like speeches. I believe something which really I am addressing the issue of the manual scavenging. Later it has become, I have to be many places, I have to go talk like. It is not, it is, everything is emerging. I have not gone to the college like you and learned something, theories and how to do it. That would be nice. Marriage even something very usual. It is a very normal. It is not like somebody put some effort to get something in the life. It is not at all. The second important part is, yesterday is the International Day of the Democracy. We were all talking about the democracy. So many people are asking what is the democracy or something. So I also started thinking about the democracy. When I think about the democracy, so for anything for me, it is not like what I read or something like, or somebody is telling me. What I experienced only is my life. Because I have not had like you, many professors and very people who can tell many things like. I never had in my life. So what I experienced, but I consider everybody is the lecturer, everybody is the professor. Whoever is telling me whatever, I will just open myself and I listen. That is the way. Democracy, when we talk, it feels so suffocating in the country. Because the trend in the country past many years. If we say that 2.5 years, then people will say, oh, you are targeting some particular party. It's not like that. There is a reason for we talk about this 2.5 years or 3 years, whatever. But much more than that, there are many things which we have not addressed in our democracy, which we have to talk. That is the one is the caste and another is the patriarchy, which we have to address. The problem here in the country is we don't have courage to say openly that yes, caste exists in this country. We don't have a honesty just to come and say that the Indian society is very patriarchal. Somewhere we are missing that. Why I am not understanding, reasons may be many, but my only thing submission is at least many thousands and the lakhs of the people across the country, when they are all suffering, some immediately coming and saying that it is not there, it is not there. Yeah, acha nahi. At least itne sensitivity to any human being ka hona chahiye. So many people say that where is the caste? Very easy to say that. गांव पे कहीं हो सकते, but अभी शहर का अंदर ऐसे होगा, ऐसा नहीं होगा. You see that there was a president one, there was a one chief justice. Like we have our own explanation to just to actually satisfy yourself. You know that what you are doing, may not be knowing also, but it is very clear that somebody can forget. Who can forget the caste in this country? The dominant caste may have the privilege to forget the caste. But as an untouchable, I cannot forget the caste. I do want to forget the caste. I don't want caste. Which is not mean that I want to caste. I don't want caste. I don't want caste anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the human society. Because which divides the people. Simple example. I am not talking about the theories, वो untouchability ऐसा होते हैं, कितने forms of the untouchability होते हैं, ये बात नहीं है. मैं कह रहा हूँ, very simplest thing is it divides the people. It makes a kind of a big wall behind the human beings. That is the only reason. But the problem here is, I have no privilege to forget my caste. In the society where we live even today, I have no that privilege. Somebody can say that I will forget, I don't care, all those things like. So you don't care, I have no problem. It is a good, you are not caring. But you have to think very positively that there are some sufferers who are talking very clearly that I am affected by the caste. When I am saying that I am affected by the caste, you have no right to come and say that there is no caste. When we can't experience everybody. Like a knows how pain it is. Every man cannot have that pain. That is not mean that you cannot say that there is no pain. We also experienced many things and all those things. Many wounds, heart operation भी हुआ मुझे, ये भी हुआ, वो भी होगा. ऐसा बात करना थोड़ा बंद करना. That is not fair. I am saying not very big theories, very simplest. You have no right to say that. The women who has given the birth knows the pain, how it is, how horrible it is. What after that is all different. These circumstances, caste also we must understand. That is what I am saying. I am not saying that एक movement करो, ये अलग बात है. Same wise the patriarchy. Everywhere we talk about the democracy, but democracy where वो कहीं मुझे तो नहीं दिख रहा है. बट ऐसा नहीं बता सकते एक डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री पे ऐसा बोले तो फिर वो लोग बोलेगा वो भी देशद्रोही है, डेमोक्रेसी नहीं है बोल रहा है, ऐसा भी बता सकते. So but we want to really experience the democracy. Even in the parliament there is no democracy. Parliamentary democracy का अंदर भी there is many lacunas. There are many problems. How the democracy survives? It with the majority. Some can say that it is a brute majority. There is no intellectuality. There is no debate. Nothing. Whoever majority just they will win. But actual what? The party which is ruling us today, they got only 31%. What about the 69%? The 69% is also is there. So you have to listen the 69% of the voters who voted against the ruling party today. So don't think that the majority only. The majority is in the opposition. So in the democracy there is a space for the opposition. There is a space for the dissent voice. So I can say many things like this is wrong, this is wrong. I have a right to say which is wrong or right. You also to have a right to say that what I am saying right or wrong. But you have no right to stop me to say which is wrong or right. That is the democracy we have experienced and which we want. But the problem is here today in the country is it is not so easy. What we did, 1982 we started just like a Safai Karamchari Andolan, which we are talking about. We started 1982. हम शुरू किया वो समय it is सफाई कर्मचारी आंदोलन नहीं है my dear friends, ये समझना. It is not. मैं एक बंगी का परिवार का पैदा होगा परिवार के, इसी वजह से मुझे मालूम है ये क्या है. Because when parents are doing, brother is doing 18 years in Indian Railways, so you will understand what it is. And I do have the personal experience of seeing how it happens. Don't think that all Dalits who are born as a Dalit, all are very sensitive to the issue of the caste. ऐसा नहीं होते हैं. Caste is something different. You think that caste means it is there with the only in the minds of somebody. No. It is totally wrong. Caste is in everybody's mind. Caste is in everybody's mind, including the Dalits. So because caste is an ideology. Caste is a kind of your understanding. That is everybody understood. They are successfully made all of us fool. Be a casteist. We say that I am not casteist, but we are all, because when you believe, you are becoming casteist. The system which is the caste system, when you believe automatically. 82 when we have seen the plight of my own people in Kolar coalfield, I felt we can do something like. We started many. I don't want to explain what efforts we have done. Almost 82 to 90s. When we are doing many things, we have not understood why the scavenging is happening in this country. First, अपना लोग का मैंने पूछा था, क्यों अपना लोग ये काम करते हैं वैसा? So लोग के very openly said that ये तो बहुत simple काम है. कौन बोला? It is not telling by the civil society or the society or somebody else. It is our own people, my relatives. They say ये तो छोटा काम है, 1 घंटा 2 घंटा काम करके हम चल जाते हैं. इसी वजह से so लोग क्या है? It is a simple word. So 1 घंटा 2 घंटा काम करके चल जाते हैं. इसी वजह से ये काम है. I felt maybe the truth. Because when the people say you have no right to immediately discard, Whatever they say, there must be some value on that. So I believe, yes, it may be one reason. So I started talking to my people, many people. When I use the my people, it is just the scavengers here in this classroom. Otherwise, normally my people means all the people, not my. Word may be using wrongly. But when I use now, it is the my people is the scavenging community to make you to understand. When I discussed with them, they said that this. Then I felt that they may be true. Then second, many people when I asked, why only my people only is working, others are not working. Then they said that, oh, unpad, they are all illiterates. Then I asked somebody else, they said that they are very poor. So what else? Then I asked the women who is cleaning, she said that हम क्या कर सकते? अरे देखो बेटा, हमारा तो मजबूरी यही होते हैं, ये कुछ ना तो कुछ रोटी मिलना नहीं है तो बाल बच्चा का पालन कैसे कर सकते? These are the general everybody's, it's everywhere. It is all true. You can't say that this is not, that is not. That is what I also believe. From 82 to up to 1990. 1990 India celebrated B.R. Ambedkar centenary celebrations. When they started celebrating, there wasn't enough material easily available anyway. You can read about Ambedkar. Somebody has organized some cycle rally from almost like 2,000 kilometers, 1 or 2 states, villages covering like 30, 40 days, 50 days like. I felt that it is better I can also go and participate in the cycle yatra. I went like all of you, like a very young age. So I also has a crazy to go, and I went and I participated. While going in the yatra cycle, I understood many things about the Ambedkar, what Ambedkar said. Then slowly, 15 दिन के बाद, then 20 days after, I realized Ambedkar is saying something which I never learned before. I never heard anyway. So many people, they said very openly, he said like this, he said like, अरे ये तो कोई नहीं बताया मुझे. And in our syllabus, I studied up to 10th class in the school and later college for the 2 years. College में pass नहीं होता, मैं नहीं हो सकते college का. I am unfit for any college to get the pass marks. So I failed मैं नहीं गया college 2 साल. So 2 साल के बाद मैं college छोड़ दिया. वो समय तक मतलब 82 तक I have never seen the name of the Ambedkar anywhere in my syllabus. I never read about Ambedkar. Once I started reading about Ambedkar, many leaders coming and talking about the Ambedkar, which means reading about the Ambedkar, listening about the Ambedkar, 15-20 दिन के बाद बोलो पर आप भी 2 शब्द बोलो Ambedkar. So बोलना शुरू करने के बाद, पढ़ना शुरू करने के बाद, my dear friends, my look about the world has completely changed. Completely changed. I'm not glorifying Ambedkar is like a god, everybody for no, बिल्कुल नहीं. ये काम मैं नहीं कर सकते. But I want to tell very openly that has given another look, like a चश्मा. Ambedkar का व्यू पे, विजन पे, Ambedkar का पर्सपेक्टिव से दुनिया देखने के शुरू करने के बाद, so कई चीजों मुझे फिर मैं I can go back to my own experience. So my experience what? My experience is stated very clearly. We are the scavengers because we want to do a easiest job. We are the scavengers because we are all illiterates. We are the scavengers because we are all poor. But Ambedkar का पढ़ने के बाद मालूम होगा ये देश का अंदर अभी कम से कम 45% of the citizens are the poor, but all the poor are not doing the scavenging. Only the Dalits are doing the scavenging. And majority ये देश का अंदर अभी भी अनपढ़ है. वो साइन करना आते हैं, वो सरकार का लेखा पे लिखते हैं, वो लिटरेट है. ये हम लोग काउंट नहीं कर सकते. ऐसा है तो मेजॉरिटी इलिटरेट्स है, but everybody is not doing the scavenging. Only the particular caste is only doing the scavenging. For that, the Ambedkar said very clearly, it is untouchability. Then only the journey started. Actually 8 years हम क्या किया? It is like just covering your eyes and running every day and thinking that I am reaching some destination life. After this, particularly for the manual scavenging, eradication and the liberation, that has helped Ambedkar's views very clearly. That is what I want to bring to your notice. That is what is the eye opener for me. Then I understood that it is a exactly it is a caste problem. Before that I felt that I used to blame, I used to abuse my people. Friends, please understand. I used to request first, if they are not listening or something, I go with rage. I go and sometimes I abuse, and many times I used to get the anger on the people. Because why you are doing? I never felt that it is a part of the caste system of this country. I never felt that it is somebody made me a scavenger. It is not my choice. It is the choice of the society. You made me a scavenger. We have not taken as a scavenger. That is the reason there is a space for the Safai Karamchari Andolan in Indian society. That I understood after Ambedkar. Then second important is this again, the patriarchy. So we talk about so much about the caste. But when it comes to the patriarchy, so male chauvinism, we say that ये बाद में करेंगे. अभी हम लोग कास्ट का देखेगा, बाद में कुछ नहीं होते हैं. अभी देश का भी हम लोग कोई का बोलेगा कास्ट का, वो लोग भी बोलेगा हम पहले विकास करेंगे, बाद में कास्ट का विषय देखेगा. So बाद में मतलब क्या है? You are not willing to accept the facts of the ground realities. Be careful. I am telling again, be careful. There is a stream which is spoiling this whole country. We know what is the fact, what is the reality, which way the country has to go, everybody knows. But there is another stream which is spoiling this country, taking away our consciousness, taking away which is the right, which is the wrong at all. They say that what you have to do, everything. It may be the whatever party you are, but you must understand very clearly, this is the most important. So that we are ignoring. When it is Nirbhaya that happened in the country, then whole country when it is coming to the India gate and we are all, everybody, many people started talking, पहले ये करना बाद में. For everybody, वो दिन भी मैं बताया. It is not like that. When it is happened so cruel, gruesome kind of a act against any human being, maybe male, maybe female, whatever it is, a transgender. As a human being, you cannot sit in your home. You have to be there and state very clearly. State very clearly that in human society there is no space for this kind of a act. If you are not saying that, you cannot save the democracy. It is not for the individual Nirbhaya. Nirbhaya is the one individual. They said, "Bilkul nahi hai." Nirbhaya reflects the cruelty in the society. How any human being can do like that? The society, we are all coming and attending the classes and we are going and living and we are not doing anything. It is still continuing in the country. 3 years old girl raped by somebody. How it is happening? We are all human beings. Around us only these people are also doing. I am not saying the person who is doing only is the wrong. The person who are all keeping quiet, we are all actually the criminals. We must understand this. My dear friends, manual scavenging also is just an act. A kind of just one word. One human being cleaning another human being shit. You can just think like that. But when it comes to me, I said, not because I am born as a scavenger, sir. Not because I have done this or this thing I understood. No, not at all. When I have seen that one human being carrying another human being's human excreta by hands, taking on the head and going and dumping in the yard, which is continuing across the country. The day when I am talking to you all, 1.6 lakhs of the women still they are carrying the human excreta in this country. So say, what shall we do with the Raman Magsaysay? The awardees can come and say, talk on the. When they offered me, I said very clearly, I cannot take this. When Indian government also made many kind of offers for me for many things. The problem is what? When we went to them, said very clearly, the human beings, the citizens of this country is cleaning the human excreta. We have given the photographic evidences. We have given the videographic evidences. In the Supreme Court, we have the for 12 years. 3 chief justices of this country and 26 Supreme Court judges have heard this case. What is there? What is there to understand? One judge is saying, I am unable to understand what the problem is after hearing 3 years. One chief justice is saying, I cannot go and see what is happening. Let me appoint some committee for this. Another chief justice is saying very clearly, we will now ask the petitioner to prove where is the scavenging. My dear friends, I want to bring to your notice. When we went to the any women who is cleaning, उनका पास जाके हम बताना पड़ते हैं, दीदी आप काम करने के समय में फोटो खींचना, क्यों नहीं तो हमारे का कोर्ट एक होते हैं ये देश का अंदर, वो कोर्ट का फोटो दिखाना पड़ता है. My problem is I cannot see any human being cleaning the human excreta in front of me. That is my problem. My personal problem is if somebody is cleaning the human excreta in front of me, I will die like I cannot live by seeing that. Something I have to do like all my mind, my heart tells me. But to this foolish court, the judges who are sitting there, who cannot hear anything, you cannot see anything. For their sake, again I went and I asked the दीदी आप और एक बार फोटो का ऐसा उठाना पड़ता है हमारा. So उठाया, फोटो लेके दिखाया, दिखाने के बाद हम we filed the case, papers फाइल करने के बाद स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ये कहेंगे हमारा का 2 महीने समय चाहिए. After 2 months, again the Supreme Court judges may not be having time, another 3 months हो जाएगा. Supreme Court ऐसे ही फंक्शन करते हैं. मैंने सोचा कोर्ट केस डालने के पहले कोर्ट है तो हम लोग सिनेमा पे देखते ना अमिताभ बच्चन वो सारे आएगा हम ऐसा लड़ेंगे वो हम आर्ग्यू करें. वो सुप्रीम कोर्ट में ऐसा कुछ नहीं होते हैं. हम बोलना भी नहीं है, हम लोग कहीं विजिटर्स गैलरी पे बाहर कहीं बैठना पड़ते हैं. वो जज वहाँ बैठते हैं, लायर्स कुछ आर्ग्यू करते हैं, वो क्या कर रहा है we can't even understand many times. Then later the advocate come out and tell us that what happened. That is the model. But my understanding about the court from our great movies, it is a totally different. I feel that I can argue in the Supreme Court with the Chief Justice with the same anger and I can show this photograph. वो कहा बिल्कुल नहीं होते, बिल्कुल नहीं होते. हम सिनेमा पे क्या देखते हैं, रियलिटी पे complete opposite है. When it comes to the Supreme Court, almost like 8 months के बाद, the state government has filed the affidavits stating that ऐसा काम हमारा राज्य के अंदर कहीं नहीं है. There is not even a single scavenger is cleaning human excreta in our state. And the petitioner is false affidavits filed किया, उन पे action ले दो. Chief secretaries are filing this. When judges have seen that, they said that this photo you are showing. Then the counsel होते हैं ना उनका advocates, उनका सबसे बड़ा एक होते हैं ना वो ASC भी होते हैं, Solicitor General वो सारे. Because it is the case against the Union of India and the state governments versus the Safai Karamchari Andolan. The case, the nature is the very important. So the Solicitor General, Assistant Solicitor General, when they attended and they said that the photos which the Safai Karamchari Andolan has submitted is 8 months before पुराना photo है, वो आज का नहीं है, आज का स्थिति अलग हो गया. So the judges passed again the order that better the petitioner bring the latest photograph of the same person. You please understand the pain. I told you before also. It is difficult to go again and ask. Once, twice, then for these people say, I have to go again. Me in the sense, not just me. Likewise, 6,000 volunteers across the country. So we have to go again, ask the Didi, our एक बार से, by that time sometimes Didi has come छोड़ चुका. In many places, the women courageously they left the work. They don't want to do. The government giving something, not giving something, their nonsense सुनना उनका भी मुश्किल हो गया. 15 बार DC के पास, DM के पास जाते हैं, पुनर्वास के लिए मेमोरेंडम देते हैं, वो कुछ नहीं करते हैं कोई DC. कोई DM होता है 650 है हमारा पास अभी, वो DM DC सारे